Hello and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. It is day 54. The Horde is going to be on day 56. So I need my new and probably final Horde base. Now you'll notice I've built a little snake out of frames, and that was just to guide myself for the next stage, because I'm going to be building one of those tall Horde bases, like the one I made for, I think it was Insane Nightmare, and those need a lot of guidance or you're going to get confused very quickly. So I planned it out in a creative world and then remembered it and put the wooden frames here during the night so that we can do this a little bit easier. So, the idea of the base is there's going to be a big staircase, or I guess more accurately a ramp, and then there's going to be a snaking bridge that leads into a fighting position. It's very similar to the Horde base I used in Insane Nightmare, but the zombies are going to be spending a lot more time just running towards me, and it should actually take less resources because I don't have to do 3 big walkways, hopefully. I haven't tested this base. All I did in the creative world was get the plan for how I wanted to lay it out, so this could go horribly wrong. And I'm sure the thumbnail and title have probably already given you an indication of how well it went, with some dramatic irony there for you, because I have no idea how well this is going to go, but I do have 10,000 concrete, 1,000 cobblestone blocks, and like 2,500 steel. I have some vault hatches crafting back at my base, so let me get started by building a staircase. Someone broke a window somewhere. That was weird. Anyway, let me place these in. It's a 5x1 with 3 blocks on either side. Just gonna go straight to concrete. In fact, I might go straight to steel on a couple of these bits because it's hard to reach later on, particularly that part there and that part there. I don't keep the steel on me because if I do, I'll accidentally upgrade something I don't want to steel, which is just the worst. So next, I'm going to build up a nice little ladder type situation here, and by ladder I of course mean staircase, and by that I of course mean ramp. Words are hard. Let me move these. I might actually need that pickaxe, so I'll put the machete away. So I'm going to split these like that. If you've never seen me use this technique before, it's quite helpful for when you need to do annoying repetitive shapes. I'm going to take a ramp on one of these blocks. I'm going to get another ramp, but this one is going to be... Hello zombies. This one is going to be rotated somewhere. Hang on, I need to kill these zombies. As I was trying to say, if you have a lot of repetitive rotations to do for your base, just split the shapes and then put them into the way you want. So I have like one ramp this way, one ramp that way. So if I do this, then I can immediately just come off the back there, place these much more conveniently and not waste loads of time with doing more rotations. There's more of you, damn. Now, I don't have maxed out parkour, so I'm very nervous doing this. I'm definitely going to get a broken leg, but hopefully I'll have enough time between that and the actual Horde to not have to worry about my broken leg too much. I think one more. Now, as you can see, this base is not easy to build. That is 100% true, and it's not supposed to be easy to build, but it is very effective. Oh, I didn't explain why we're building it like 21 blocks into the air, which is probably quite confusing if you have never seen that technique before, because that's how high we're going to go. Basically, if a zombie falls so far that they are out of a certain range of the player, and I'm going to be standing like up there, they don't go into the mechanic called Destroy Area, which is where they take fall damage and they start beating on the side of your base. I believe the height I was using in Insane Nightmare was 21 blocks tall or 22 blocks tall. This one comes out to like 23 blocks tall, just because I wanted the gaps between all the pillars to be nice, like 5 blocks or 10 block gaps. So it means that the ramp here goes to like 23 rather than 21, but that's not too important. As long as it's above 20, I think that's far enough. And it just means that you can save a lot of effort and repairs on your base by having it really high up, because the zombies won't waste their time beating the sides of your base, so you don't have to make it really strong, and you don't have to constantly repair massive chunks of your base. If you've been watching this series and you've seen the original Horde base I was using, where they kept trying to bite a big chunk out of the side, that's because of the Destroy Area mechanic, and this base is one of those bases that should essentially eliminate the Destroy Area mechanic as a factor. Should is a big word there though. Now this Horde Night is almost definitely going to come with demos, so we will need to get this like concrete and steel as much as possible. So you get the gist. I'm going to build this big ass staircase and then I'll get back to you. Oh, and I'll upgrade it to concrete as well, because it's just not going to be fun to watch. Okay, so there is your staircase. Those pillars are 5 blocks apart, by the way, if you're trying to copy this at home. One thing we also need to do here is reinforce one of these blocks to concrete, steel, sorry, which would be this one here. Yeah, that one's about to be hidden by this. Just giving this a little bit of an extra ramp, because zombies really have trouble getting onto these sometimes. To the extent where I've found that not putting these on some of my base designs makes the base design entirely stop working, so I'm a little bit paranoid about it, so I do it on all my bases. It just helps them, if the zombie comes like this way, they're already up and they have a much easier time getting around, compared to if it was just flat. They would run and then they would turn. Whereas if they're already elevated, they have an easier time. It's hard to explain. It's something to do with like how the step mechanic works, where like you don't have to jump there, you automatically get pulled up. So look, it just works. Todd Howard 2015, 2017. Did he say it for Starfield? I bet Todd Howard said it for Starfield, so we'll say like 2022 he also said that. The next stage we need to do is the snake, which is just a series of bridges which are 10 blocks apart this way and 5 blocks apart this way. That snake, what this does is it lets you put a very long running distance without taking up too much room. And now you can really make this obnoxious if you'd like. You can, I think you can leave like 1 block and then do another line, and then 1 block, do another line. I didn't want to do that. First of all, that takes a lot of pillars, I imagine, which is expensive, but also it just sounds really annoying to do that. So I'm going to build this bridge next. They're all going to be up at that height. I hope I don't fall. I think, what does my current rank of parkour give me again? Never get a broken leg. Well, that's good, because I can insta-cure brains with splints, I think, because I have position rank 1. Yeah, so if I do fall and take a load of damage and get a sprain, I can actually instantly cure it, so it's not too big of a deal. I've got splints in the car, because I knew that that was a possibility. But you need rank 4 to completely eliminate brain legs, yeah. So this is literally just going to be a very tall series of pillars connected by bridges. I trust you understand how that works. 10 blocks between them this way, 5 blocks between them that way. All the way to that point there, with 3 loops, just kind of arbitrarily. Is it 3 loops or is that 2 loops? 1 loop, 1 loop, 1 loop, 1 loop. So is it 4 loops? No, it's 2 loops. I've broken my mind. I don't know. Let's just go now. I'm gonna build this. Okay, so it took like all day on my admittedly shorter days. The bridges are in, and you can see they go around like that. However many loops that actually is, I decided to make this other bridge here, which is like their final approach. You'll be standing somewhere about here. You'll see I have these wooden frames here. This is going to block out the fighting area. Unlike the original one in Insane Nightmare, it's going to have a lot more support. It's not just going to be like an apple on a stick. It's actually going to have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pillars in a plus sign formation, just to give myself a bigger fighting area that's a bit more secure. I will also reinforce all of this to steel and add steel padding as much as I can around this main front pillar here, because it's the most in danger. The main threat is going to be cops who are like down here and for some reason think they can see me and they spit up, and it won't hit me but it'll hit the pillar. And obviously that once isn't going to matter, but if they, you know, do that all night for, I think my horde nights come out to 17 minutes compared to the normal 15 minutes. Once we account for less day length, but my horde nights being like 25% longer because I go until 6 AM rather than 4 AM. So I do need to pad this out, because if it's just concrete, errant cop spit will kill this pillar, and if that falls, you're fucked. But everything else should be fine as it is. Should being the operative word. I shouldn't have to worry about zombies hitting this. Maybe these parts actually, just close to the staircase, should be steel, but these shouldn't be hit at all, and if they are, it shouldn't be much. Even the cop spit shouldn't really get to them. The big threat is going to be demos. If demos fall and explode, say, halfway down this tower, they're not going to be able to take much of that. Maybe 2 explosions and a concrete block is gone, and obviously these are pillars. So, like, if this block in the middle here that I'm looking at comes out, that is a lot of extra stress on the other pillars around it. The key is going to be not setting off demos, and if I do set off demos, I want to do it over here or sorry, over here, where there's going to be a big, thick, full reinforced steel pillar where they can just come down, land, explode, whatever. But I shouldn't activate that many demos, hopefully. I might even not get demos. I have to get 5 game stage in the next 2 days. I don't know if it's going to happen, but probably is the answer to that. Because it's about to be nighttime and lighting's going to be shit, I'm just going to head back to my base for the night. I'll mine up some more resources that I need. Keep the steel coming, get some more gunpowder for bullets and stuff. And in the morning, we'll continue this horde base. And we're back at the horde base in time for morning. I brought some more steel and got some steel hatches as well. So the next part of this base I need to do is build up the pillars over here, which are going to be holding up the fighting position. How am I going to do this? I guess I'll build up a pillar, connect it, come down, build up a pillar, connect it, come down, build up a pillar, connect it, come down. Yeah, like I did with that. But it's like slightly more painful because of how tightly configured these are, I guess. I also need a hole at the back here, and I didn't bring my shovel this time. Right there. So I am going to build all these up to that height, and I'm going to just connect them like I did with the bridge. It'll take a hot minute, but it'll be worth it once the base is done, and I will cut to that being done for you. Okay, so I have reinforced this pillar to steel. I've also made that full beam steel because I feel like that's the one that's going to take the most hits. This is actually padded out with plates on all sides with steel. This costs like 500 or more steel to make just that one pillar, but it's the most important one. I also have a little access port at the back here. That very much helped with getting back up a bit faster. But it's more for actual access to the base. I'll build a little door on the back here. You'll see we come up here and we have the actual platform for the fighting position. Now I've got 300 blocks left, which should be more than enough to build a competent fighting position. Now I realise this base is like a combination of the 3 main principles of my 3 different bases, which is we have the height of the insane nightmare, like weird mosquito bug looking base. We have the winding paths that were on the intellect base, although I've made them smarter. Rather than having them loop around me, they loop in front of me so that I don't get attacked from cops on all sides, and I don't need as many traps and stuff. I'm not going to have any traps, I've not had time. Keep in mind the series is 50-minute days. I have lost easily a week of playtime, so it's just not there right now for me to have traps. I could do it for the next horde. I doubt we're going to see the next horde in this series. I don't want it to go that long because there's very little left to do. And we're going to combine the final concept, which is my brute force horde base, the one I have like a couple of tutorials on, that's like the really big endgame version of my really cheesy normal base. But we're only taking the core module of that and placing it on top of 5 stilts there. What we want here is a 3x3 hole, and then a beam to connect, and then another one. You want it at least 2 tall so that zombies don't pile on over. And then I want to use scaffolding ladders, because these block cops bit, so it's just the best one to use there. For that kind of thing. And then I want plates. Where's plates? Plates. And I want to improve the base design that I use. Normally I use poles, but things are getting stuck on those and it's really starting to piss me off. So I've been considering using the 0.025 meter pillars, which have the same health as every other block, but they're absolutely tiny, so there should be less for zombies to get stuck on. So that adds an extra couple of layers of defense there. I also want more plates, and those are just going to go on the outer edge of it like this, just for an extra layer of protection. And then I want hatches, which I left them in the car. I'll be back in a second. Now, if my brain wants to function today, it should be very simple to place these. If I go on face... Why does it not have a directional arrow? Why are you like this? Right, well, I think it's hinges on the outside that you want if you're going to place steel hatches. There we go. Hopefully that'll work. I hope moving... Oh, they disappear in like a weird blind spot, and it freaks me out every time, and I forget about it when I don't use them. Hopefully these little poles aren't going to be the death of me. But using bigger poles doesn't fuck me up, so I don't see why using smaller ones would. Then... we just hop on through. You can go out that way if you want. I will probably just, you know, use the ladder. And there's actually... Oh, that blind spot thing freaks me out. There's actually room for a second layer of defense if you want it. You would put it here. Because you could have a standing position here, you fight here, oh, they broke through that, well, I've got a second layer before I have to go out the back door. I will make that second layer of defense, but I need to make more hatches. That will have to wait until I go back to my base, probably tonight. So what I need to do is reinforce all this to concrete and steel at the important parts, which is going to be most of the defensive position, and then fill this in so that I'm covered on all sides. I'll have a scaffolding ladder roof, and I will cover it with wooden spikes. Wait, what do you need to make the iron spikes again? Because they are better, but I don't know if I have any forged iron. Yeah, no, I'll probably just cut down a couple of trees and use wooden spikes and hope for the best. The reason I need that is because headshotting the vultures with the mods I have is a nightmare. Like, it's so hard to hit their head, and they take no damage if you don't hit them in the head, and they have, you know, tiny, tiny head hitbox. So some wooden spikes will probably help. I could have done that on my other bases, but they never really broke through anyway, so I just didn't bother, but I'll try and deal with it this time. So I'm going to reinforce all this and I'll get back to you. Okay, the defensive position is now built. I need to get more steel and some forged iron before I do much though. So I'm going to go back to my base. During the night, I will make some iron spikes since I'm going to have extra time. I'm going to make some extra steel hatches, some steel, an iron door, sorry, and an iron hatch for this just to keep me covered. Maybe I should make a fourth steel hatch actually rather than leaving that be, because that's to hold the vultures off a little bit more. This should work. I just need to make sure I've got ammo and stuff, which I do, so I should be fine. I want to make a storage crate in here. Now to make sure it doesn't get cop spitted, I'm going to place it down here. And if a cop does spit from like some weird place, it basically can't hit that because it'll either go over or it'll hit the scaffolding ladder. So it should be fine to keep storage like this. Here, I'll take that steel with me, I may actually need it. So, I'll go do all that, and in the morning we will kill some time and try and get a better shotgun, I guess, while we wait for the horde. But this base is 99% done. And it is a very tall base, isn't it? It's very ugly, because the steel is kind of placed very, well, selectively. I have chosen my places very specifically. So it is kind of ugly, but I don't care. It's a horde base. So I'll go do that, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Thanks, past me. You're really funny. Hi, is Prebuilt from the future past here. I know that's confusing, but just go with it. I'll tell you what didn't happen in the section of the video that you missed that isn't in this video. I definitely didn't leave my microphone muted for a disgusting amount of time for someone who does this full time, who has hundreds of videos on their channel and has thousands of subscribers. I did not do that. No, 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 no. However, let's say hypothetically for entertainment value that I did do that. Wouldn't it be funny if I did a quest in the background? And wouldn't it be funny if I was going to build a shotgun, but then realized it would take 37 minutes to build a shotgun, and then realized I only had 15 minutes of daylight left? So then it would be really hilarious if I also made a regular auto shotgun, which only takes 6 minutes to craft. That would be really funny. Let's just pretend that bit is like canon to the video, okay? I definitely didn't leave the mic muted for 45 minutes. It didn't happen, okay? We're just doing this for fun. It's more funny this way if I just skip over all that and then cut to me when I remember to put my microphone back on and I'm crafting a shotgun. Let's go with that. Also, like the video. Okay, so we have the shotgun crafting. I just kind of have to wait. That's fine. There we go. Shotgun done. I don't know how many mods this can take at level 3, but I'm going to put as many on as I can. There we go. It's much better than the trench gun at least, but I still kind of hate the auto shotgun. Compared to the guns that are actually in the mods I have, I feel sad, but I don't have 37 minutes to make the, what is it called? Like the Hexagon or the Spas 12 or the Seika. So let's, since I don't have time to really do a quest, let's just head over to the horde base and wait for the horde. And we'll just test this base and see how it goes. At least I have an auto shotgun. It's better than what I had. So I've got my 60 pipe bombs. I've got just over 1,200 shotgun shells, or just over 1,300 shotgun shells, sorry, for the auto shotgun here, which has decent mods on it. I've also got the, what is this gun called? The SOC Mark 1. Okay, I forgot ages ago what that was even called. There's 100 damage now. And they're all modded out, of course. Should be good. Assuming the base functions. Am I gonna have... Ooh, I might have demos, I might not. Haha, 69. I actually don't know if demos come at game stage 148. I'm pretty sure that it's actually game stage 149 that they start to spawn, but I don't know if your game stage is calculated mid-horde. So like, if I get to level 70 in the middle of this horde, will it change the spawns on a dime like that? I don't know. I've never had the opportunity to see that. So I guess if I end up with game stage 150 in the middle of this horde, which would probably happen for me getting another level. Oh, I could try and do that in the meantime, actually. Because I'm very close to a level. What can I do? I could probably just upgrade stuff to steel. That's probably the easiest way to get a level. Hang on. Oh yeah, I need to upgrade this anyway. So let's do that. Hopefully it gets me a level. I've severely underestimated how much XP it takes to get from level 69 to 70 apparently. Let's make sure I leave myself some steel for the Horde Knight, and then just go crazy. It would never hurt to have these be steel. So the zombies aren't particularly successful at being able to take these down. There we go, there's a skill point. I'll chuck that into run and gun, it's good for shotguns. And my game stage is now 150. Perfect. So we should almost definitely get demos. It's not always guaranteed, even when you're like game stage 300. Sometimes the game just says, nah, you're good, you know, no demos tonight. But I imagine we'll probably get them now. We're in the right game stage area for that. So I'm just going to wait here for the horde to start. It's a lot less time than you would think with 10 minutes chopped off my day. So yeah, I'll just sit and wait until like 9. Right, it's about to turn to Horde Night. I hope my base works. As I said before, this is untested, but it's based on ideas that I've used before. Now, the thing is, there is the very real possibility that that is too far away from me. I don't know yet. We'll just have to find out. But here we go. Here's zombies. Oh, I saw one spawn in. Ah, that's not a good sign. They're running towards the base of the tower, aren't they? Uh-oh. Let's see. I can't really see it from there. Let's have a look around this part. Oh yeah, I think what's happened here is I've made that so far away, maybe there was too many loops, that the zombies think it's faster to go around. Well, I can just make my stand here, and when I need to retreat and reload or something, I can hide back in there and they'll go and attack something else. So I guess this is plan A, is we're gonna fight them on the beams. This isn't gonna work. This is not a safe place to fight these zombies. I believe in me. Hey. I'm gonna have a mistimed reload and it's gonna be over for me. They're also kind of attracted to those corners for some reason, but I assume that's to do with the destroy area mechanic and the distance. Stop that. Oh, vultures, they could be a problem. Hi there. I'm going to jump away now. Put that behind me. Now, they'll go back to... Ow. Really? You're going to lacerate me in one hit. As I was saying, they'll go back to attacking the base of the tower. But this buys me some time. Do I have splints? Good. That means I can jump off of this pretty much safely. But that steel down there will not last forever by any stretch of the imagination. If I can get a break to get back out onto the ramp or whatever, that would be greatly appreciated. What are you doing? Stop that. Okay, if I then run back out here, most of them should then be like, hey, he's back into the range. That's fucked up. Actually, you know what? I might leverage this. Let's see. If I run back here, did they lose me, or have they been... No, they've been alerted enough that they know to turn around now. Okay. Okay, time to jump away again. Well, hey, I've made it to midnight, and the horde base is still standing despite the flaw. So I'm leveraging what I have. If nothing else, it takes so long for them to get from there to there that I have like big waves of time where I can prepare for another assault. But they're definitely going to break through that eventually. But it does take normal zombies a while to get through steel, so... Could be fine. Whoa, hey, stop that. No, vulture, don't do it. You fucking son of a bitch. Get out of here. Is that an abrasion? I'll take a first aid kit, it's fine. Alright, get out of here. I mean, it's still working, just not exactly as planned. If I can get to like 2 AM before I have to go and run through the streets, I consider that a victory. I probably shouldn't consider it a victory, but you know. On the plus side, I think my zombies are only on sprint speed at night, so like, it's not that hard to do this. That one guy's doing so much work for me right now by slowing them all down. I will point out that the destroy area part of this base is actually working. Like, they're not falling and attacking the base of these towers or anything. It's just the distance of the bridge was too long. Oh, ow. An hour-long abrasion. Are you on drugs? Yeah, you are, what am I saying? I'm not going to waste more first aid kits, because I know where this is going. Fell aside, I know where this is going. Okay, they're all piling up at the bottom again. It's 2 AM. We're halfway through Horde Night. The base is still intact, so it's still doing something for me. Can I, like, repair that one block? That'd be hilarious, because they seem to really hate this block in particular. Oh, cops. Hello. That's probably my cue to abandon ship, if the cops are here. Let me throw shit down there and hope for the best. Did it hit anything? Yeah, it did. Alright. If we can get to 3 AM without having to run into the streets, I will consider that good enough. I've not seen any demos, at least. Okay, run away! Oh boy, an iron shovel, thank you. Ah, I see demos. They are substantially harder to deal with this. Let's head into the base. Whoa. Demo fell, so that works for me, I guess. I don't know how much longer I have with them attacking the base of the base. I'm hearing things starting to break. Why is that? Ow. Right, you know what? I think it's time we vacated the premises. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yep. Whoa, what the fuck? Did you see what the fuck just happened? I'm so confused. I got like catapulted down. Whatever. Plan B is in effect. What's plan B? Wait for the first aid kit to heal me. And we use the commando effect on machine guns to restore stamina with every hit so I can run near infinitely until 6 AM. And then I clean up the survivors. Whoa, you're fast. Or in the corner of my goddamn eye. Oh, hey, demo. When you're not at a base, it is your civic duty to detonate demos. Everybody knows this. You must destroy the countryside when you see a demo. I'm taking them into the city here, by the way, because there's more stuff I can jump up on. Like this thing. See if I can get a good pipe bomb here. Look at them. The game doesn't even know what to do with all these zombies. Half of them are standing still over there. I should really save my 5.56 for stamina restoration. I don't think anybody was using those fences anyway, bro. It's fine. Whoa. He's so fast. There we go. Oh, frame rate's not enjoying this, by the way. I think it's because we're going towards Dishong. We need to run away from that. See, you don't even need a base. You just need to run out the clock. Run away. I don't care about potholes. I have a helicopter. Oh, run and gun is so good. Yeah, Fiery Farm still has a boar inside. Sneak around them. They're all trapped back on that side of the fence. My gun broke. I'll need a moment to myself here. Need a first aid kit anyway. Where's a good hiding place? Here will do, probably. Eat that, run away. I'll have to survive like 15 more minutes. They'll stop spawning them. Thirsty again. Bloody recog. Okay, it's morning. All the normal zombies should go to run speed. The rest will keep sprinting, of course. They won't respawn. But now we're confronted with another problem. Screamers will start to react to this. So I need to keep them moving over very long distances to change heat chunks. Or I could fly away in a helicopter. That is an option. I want to see if my base seems still standing. Oh hey, loot bag. Thank you, some more ammo. Yeah, so I think went wrong with this base, because I've used very similar designs to it and it worked fine, is I think this point is just too far away from that point, and it's as simple as that. If you do that, they'll start to attack this. The old Insane Nightmare base obviously still works. What were they attacking? They really didn't get very far with this, did they? Despite the fact that they were all attacking these. They didn't do much damage. Weird. It's not even that bad of a strategy, but I would still prefer to be able to sit in the box and fight. But I'm not going to have to do another Horde Night on this series anyway, so who gives a fuck? It was just a failed Horde Night and it was funny. And I survived, which is what matters. In the next episode, we will tackle the final obstacle I have, which is going to be the Ostrich Hotel, a tier 5 POI I have not done, which is going to be very interesting. I hope you're enjoying the series, and I hope you learned from my mistake on that base to maybe make it a little shorter. And in the meantime, a special thank you to my members and patrons. If you want to become one of those, you can find the links down in the description. If you've watched this video, you'll probably be interested in another one. I would recommend the one on the top right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.